Well, I thought eventually we did start putting pucks to the net, and it's in and out. We scored both goals, putting puck to the net. So they did it in the first period, they did it in the second period at times. We need to do it a little more consistently without taking away creativity. We're a team that makes plays. We're one of the highest scoring teams in the league, so we're not going to blow everything up. That would be stupid, really, to be honest with you. Our personnel is driven to make plays. They see the ice. Some nights when that gets closed down, you got to go to the next part of it and start putting pucks to net. And we did. We got a rebound goal from Howie. It was off the end boards, whatever. It was an original shot to the net. Same with Colasar. Jack puts it to the net. We have a guy in net front. Might even have hit him. I'm not sure if Logan saved it or Hurdle. Start of the second period on top of the crease. Hurdle gets one from a rebound. So, I think third period definitely did it. Got to the front. We just didn't cash in on the rebounds. I guess I would say to them that, if we look at it tomorrow, when you're not shooting, then make a strong play, right? Like it's a 3-2 game, and the play we made to set up their fourth goal, it's not a good play. And it's from a player that makes a lot of good plays. So, that's hockey some nights, and I think he realized that. So at the end of the day, that's where we'd like to see it. If you're not going to shoot it, then hang on to it and try to find a play where you're not making a risky play or a hope play, I'll call them. And tonight there was a little more of that in our game. I think we had 28 giveaways, but some of it weren't shooting situations, just mismanaging, like the second goal in the neutral zone. They do it well. They transition, one of the best in the league. The analytics showed that. We talked about it. They're a good transition team, the way they play through the neutral zone. But, you get on the ice, you play, and sometimes it happens. And we wouldn't be the first team to fall in that trap against them. They do it well. That's something we got to grow from.
You mentioned Brett and Keegan both scoring goals tonight. We've talked a lot about their maturation in the locker room and off the ice, but what have you seen as far as the evolution of their games early on this season? I think both guys are one away from matching career highs in goals.
Yeah, Coley's probably playing a little more because the injury to Stoney and Olofsson, that's right winger spots, so he's getting more opportunity. I'd say that. When you get more opportunity and you're feeling good about your game, good things usually happen, so part of that is situational. I think him and Howie, to me, looked the crispest in camp in terms of conditioning, just game ready for whatever reason. So they prepared this summer to be ready to go, and maybe they recognized it's simple as, okay, we've taken out two right wingers out of our lineup and replaced them with other players, but from last year. And maybe Coley's thinking, well, maybe I can move up and get some more minutes if I work on my. It could be something as simple as that. Only they can answer that. And Howie we've always used in different roles. He's been up, played in the fourth line, played in the second line. So, but for him, he's finding a lot of pucks. He's getting into that dirty area, and they're going in. So they've been a while there since they went in. He's hit a few posts, but I think if you look at every one of their goals, they're probably in the top of the blue paint, right? So if you go there enough and you're a big guy and you have some confidence, and you're going to finish some, and so far they have.
Hey Bruce, Danny Webster, Las Vegas Regional. You mentioned the 28 giveaways. It is more so just lack of urgency when it comes to not getting pucks on the net and just overcomplicating things in that regard, or did you kind of see something evolve as those giveaways started to escalate?
Well, I think we had 80-some attempts, so it's not like we didn't try to get the puck to the net. We just made a few mistakes with it when we could have got it there, and early in the game maybe that resulted in us digging it out of our net. So a lesson to be learned there. The giveaways, I think, were a lack of execution. We weren't on our toes early. We just weren't clean in the first period. And it's 2-1. We came out of it. We're fine. It's a 2-1 game. We haven't really made a lot of plays that we typically make, so let's just get to work on that. Sometimes those days happen, so let's simplify and go to work. But it seemed to be the way it went, right? Like, you don't want to chase the game when you're at the end of this is fourth game this week. You don't want to be, and they blow the first call, and now the power play comes out and they get one off our guy, right? So you got a double whammy, and you're chasing the game. Washington's very good at it. If you look at their numbers, first period team that scores, so all of a sudden they're a road team. Now we're chasing it, and I think that was a little bit. Now you're chasing it, so you're trying to probably make more plays to get in the game as opposed to chipping away. So I think that's kind of what happened to us. put that on top of we weren't executing at the best of our abilities, and, but at the end of the first period, I don't think they had very much either, right? So it's not like there was breakdown after breakdown. I figured if we got to our game, we've got a real good chance here, but, it was fits and starts, and we got back into it. I liked our second period. I really thought we probably deserved better if we get a little puck luck, and then get back to playing winning hockey, but neither of those happened enough.
Last two, Jesse and Ken.
Hi, Bruce. Jesse Granger at The Athletic. How do you weigh the decision between playing Hutton or Korzak on Friday at forward compared to a call-up?
Well, a little bit, Friday it was the father's trip, so getting Corsi in, I thought was very important for us, and Huddy both. So that certainly went into it on Friday. We had a call-up, Denisenko. I didn't think he was ready. So that's what went into Friday.
Are you expecting to do that on the road as you go on this trip, or do you expect to have a 12
No, we're going to travel with 12, maybe 13 forwards. Me and Krim will talk about that we leave Tuesday, so let's see where the health of the other guys are. I can't tell you when we're going to get a forward back from our roster. They're skating, but I don't know how close they are. And we'll look at guys in Henderson and see who's the best fit for us. We have some centermen that can move to the wing, et cetera. We wanted to keep our guys involved. The other day, I thought it helped us in Utah having 7D, to be quite honest, to get Corsi went back and played some D, and I thought, well, he assisted on the winning goal. He helped us win the game. So sometimes it can work out for you, sometimes it doesn't. Gives forwards more ice time. But we will certainly be more conventional, typically. And this was, I think, a little bit the exception to the rule the last couple games. I would anticipate we'll be 12-6 in Toronto.